Hi there, my name's Dean, and I have over 30 years of experience in various aspects of marketing. And today I'd like to talk to you about something a lot of you may not be familiar with, and that is your social media strategy template. What's that? Well, as you know, a template is a guide or a tool, oftentimes used by machine shops, when they're ready to undertake a complex or expensive project. And certainly, social media marketing is both of those. Now, I don't want to take much of your time. Let's dig right in. First, a survey. What are you doing now? And by that, I don't just mean the newspaper ad once a month. I mean everything you're doing now. Your business cards. Does the logo on your invoice match the logo on your letterhead? Are the fonts the same everywhere? By the way, if you want more information on this, watch the video on branding. It's really important. Now, once you figure out what you're doing, you can figure out how you want your social media to interlock with the rest of this stuff. Your website, for example. All of these parts really do need to work together. What are your goals? If you want to have 1,000 people a day in your shop 10 days from now, social media is not the way to go. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you right now, television is the only media that powerful, but you'll have to spend enough money to buy a small car to make it work. Related to that is, can you achieve these goals through social media? Social media takes time, it takes patience, it takes effort, and you really have to be willing to invest in it to make it work for you. Number 4 is, do you have the resources to create enough content for a social media strategy? This is no small question, and you need to determine this before you start out, or that's a recipe for disaster. The most common example I come in contact with my clients is the blog. You see, everybody reads that you have to have a blog to create enough content so that Google will love you. You'll be number 1 if you only have a blog. And what happens more often than not is these small business people start a blog based on what they've read, and when I go back to look at their site a few months later, it's dead. And that turns what should have been a positive into a negative. Instead of creating a community, you've created something that looks like we've died, we've checked out. This is no longer a living, working website. Let's keep moving. Talk to your customers. Determine which websites they are using. Which social media sites do they visit? And don't let your clerk or your sales associate do this. This is too important to delegate. You see, you have to dig in, because the very first answer you're going to get 9 out of 10 times is Facebook. But here's something for you. Did you know 8 out of 10 people download an app to their smartphone before they go on vacation? Maybe that's where you want to be. Maybe you think you need to be on Twitter, but by asking, where did you find out about us? You'll find out Foursquare is really the place for you to be. You need to carefully do this so you don't waste thousands of man-hours working on the wrong media site. Now, number 6, and the most important of this group, how will you convert friends into customers? What you need is customers, people to buy things. And that is how you're going to determine success. But in order to do that, you're going to have a funnel, a path for these customers to follow. Just having friends on your Facebook page is not the same as having customers. Design a funnel. Come up with a plan to turn them into customers. Guys, I hope this was helpful. I know it's a big, complex subject, and if you have any questions at all, do let me know. You can find me right here, www.deanlewis.biz. Drop me a note. I'm happy to reply right away. And of course, if you find this helpful, please subscribe. Thank you. I'll talk to you again very soon.